Hey guys, welcome to the Value Script. We are kind of excited to share a story with you guys today, an eventful thing that happened in our family.
Hey, before we get into that, I just want to point out that we are freezing, and we're Arizonans, true and true. It's 64 degrees outside, and we look like we're ready to go ice skating.
I'm from Montana, and I'm freezing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's friggin' freezing.
Cold.
Anyway.
It's cold. I'm ready to get the fireplace
You were
going.
warming your hands up to that candle back there.
I know, I have a blanket. Like, it's freaking cold.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So we had an opportunity to express love to a loved one in a very stressful situation a few weeks ago. It was kind of talked about on social media. We really never did a podcast on it. I'm a little leery about all the details, but we'll see how this goes.
It's all good.
Do you want to wrap it out?
Yeah.
So what happened?
My sister Marissa, we've talked about her on the podcast before. She has a med spa in St. George, Utah.
Mavi Med Spa,
Mavi
shameless
Med Spa.
plug.
Yes.
It's incredible.
It is.
I wish that I could.
If you live anywhere near
closer.
St. George, you will do yourself a favor by going there.
Yeah, they
And
do a
it's
phenomenal
not the
job.
cheapest thing in the world, but it's the best.
Absolute,
by far.
like quality.
Fantastic.
Like they do good work. You're not going to look like a circus clown.
Hey,
if
you
go
get
there.
what you pay for.
Exactly.
totally.
You're getting the best.
Exactly.
But one thing I love about their approach to the beauty industry is they don't want to overfill people. Like you see people all the time that their lips are just look like balloons, or they have filler in wrong places, or they use the wrong product like under the eyes and different things. And they're very conscientious about
Very
that.
well
Anyways,
trained.
So she's amazing. We love our sister.
So
You
she
said,
was.
you said St. George,
St. George.
Utah?
Uh-huh.
Is that where this occurred?
No,
So
she lives in St. George.
Yeah.
Flew to Mexico.
Okay.
First training of some sort.
There was a CE course that she and her partner, they actually taught a course, and then she had another staff member with her.
So that was her first time going to Mexico. And so, just as I would have been, she was a little nervous. And so she let us all know, hey, this is when I'm going. I'll let you know when I get there. And so she kind of touched base with us, along the way when she was able to check into the resort and send us pictures. Everything was going good. Well, then it comes time for her to fly home. And...
Yeah.
And
Don't send these messages to your family, guys. Just don't. Come on, Marissa.
no, she did good. She was trying.
Whatever.
She was trying.
So where they were flying out of, the plane that was not there. They walk up to their gate, and they had a bus.
Hold on.
She's like, nobody's here at the gate.
Right.
And so we're like, well, that's
And
a
we're in
little
Mexico,
weird.
and we have shoddy cell phone
What
service.
airport is she flying out of?
Freaking
I
no.
don't
Puerto
remember.
Vallarta? I don't remember where she was.
Okay.
No, it wasn't there. I think she was in
wasn't.
Cancun. Was she near Cancun? I don't even know.
I can't remember now.
So anyway.
This is bad. We should probably know where it was.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Mexico.
So a bus was there instead of a plane.
Yeah. So this bus
And the
shows
buses
up.
took them to a different hangar that was in a different location to where the plane actually was. And so the last thing we hear is,
I'm getting on a bus, and they're going to take me to my plane.
and then she goes dark.
And then we don't hear from her for hours.
She's like, this seems shady. I'm uncomfortable.
I'm not gonna lie.
This doesn't really feel right.
My hair just stood up on my arm because I don't know if I'd go on that bus.
Right. And we're freaking out. Like, we're sitting here like, what do we do? So we start trying to call the airline, because if she got on the plane, we wanted to verify that she was on the plane.
Yeah.
Or
So we're
that she
calling-
didn't get taken to somewhere in the jungle and whatever.
We're calling the airline. They're like, we don't even have record of that flight. Like, I don't even,
What?
we don't even have record of that flight. So we're kind of freaking out. So they don't have record of the flight. And we're like, we've got to have some wrong information. Something. Because honestly, we were guessing. We were like, well, she flew this airline. We thought.
Well, because we couldn't talk to her.
Right. We couldn't talk to her.
She went dark.
Yeah. Anyway, but we're panicking, right?
So
And
thinking that my sister-in-law just got kidnapped in Mexico.
Right.
I'm trying to put myself in the situation. I'm thinking about my little sister, and I'm basically what I'm doing with your story is I'm putting my sister in that situation. I'm freaking out.
Dude, we're freaking out.
Yeah, we were freaking out.
We're freaking out.
So as a family, we're all texting on this group thread, and we're all kind of panicking, and we're like, okay, has it been too many hours? Like, what time should she have landed? And we're trying to figure all of this out.
She was flying to LA. So we're like, okay, when should she be in LA? How do we find, we finally found the correct flight. right?
No, it was after she had already landed. She was like, no, I was actually on whatever.
I remember arguing with the freaking airline.
Right. I know. We were
You need to track this person down. They're like, well, we can't give you the information. I'm like, I don't care if you give me the information or not. I just want to verify that this person is alive.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we didn't have any phone numbers for her partner or anyone at the med spa, but I'm friends with somebody that is a cousin to somebody that works at the med spa. And so I messaged her, I called her, and we were able to get a phone number for somebody that worked at the med spa. And then anyway, all of these things, we finally messaged Dr. Jones, who is a cardiologist, who is her partner at Mavi, and get a message to him, please call us. Anyway, all these things finally, so before we even hear from Marissa,
I go into action.
As any family member would.
right?
Well,
You know.
Right.
I didn't realize how shady my connections were. I'll just say that. or how much I was able to accomplish in a short amount of time. But we had resources, we had availabilities, and we had mobility. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Hey.
But we were going to go get her
Yeah.
Right.
in a legal way. Very legal.
A very legal
Very
way.
legal way.
Yeah. So what happened when she went dark with the whole bus thing?
She lost cell phone
I think, didn't her phone die?
What?
She just lost service.
That's
She had no service.
Her phone didn't die? It's just she just didn't have
Nope.
service.
So as soon as she landed, like she had messages and
63 text messages
Yeah.
when she landed.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And Shoni had messages because that's who
What the heck?
that was who was with her. We got messages to her. Anyway, kind of funny. She's like, you guys, I'm so sorry. She's like, I lost signal, and
I mean, I know
she was totally fine.
I just
but-
know personally of 2 different situations that have happened in Mexico that would make me react the same way you guys did. Mm-hmm. I had a friend that a group of them went down to Mexico. They were all drinking in their hotel, ran out of liquor, and one of their buddies that was on the trip with them went to go grab a bottle. Don't know what happened. Don't know where he went to get the bottle. He went missing for like 40 hours. They ended up finding his body
No way.
in a ditch in Mexico. They said he was still alive. The Mexican police put his body on a plane and flew him into the States, and he arrived in the States dead.
Wow.
No way.
So that the Mexican government or police couldn't be viable for it, and they said he was alive, but he was dead on the plane coming in.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
so
crazy.
so the fact that, like,
And not to bag on Mexico.
No, not
this
to bag
isn't.
on
This isn't. We're not bagging on Mexico.
No,
we're not. We're just. It was a
No,
crazy.
things
It was a
happen.
crazy experience.
yeah,
And
I mean, it's things like that happen,
Right.
You know, and it just so happens that sometimes it happens more prevalently
south of the border.
south of the border.
Well, north of the border, they're going totally communist, so you really can't even go into Canada anymore. Right.
Yeah.
So this was interesting
Yeah.
too, though. Marissa was saying.
Thanks, Trudeau.
Marissa was saying when they had specific instructions from the resort, and they were like, okay, when you go through customs, there's going to be people trying to talk to you and trying to get you to go with them. Do not go with anyone. The resort had a specific sign. They were wearing exactly the same thing. I mean, it was very specific.
Meanwhile, get on
You
a
talk
random
to
bus.
these people. Right.
How does
Instead of a plane.
yeah?
Right. Right. But Marissa said it was really interesting because there were tons of people like trying to get them to come with us. We'll take you here. And they were like, don't talk to anyone
That's
but the
interesting. I told
resort
them that.
staff.
When we've been diving down there, we usually get a ride from those people that are come with us. And we've noticed that if you just walk 10 blocks away from the airport, your ride costs 25% what it costs. Those guys that are trying to help you out. You know what I mean? It's like, and we always, I don't know, we always tip good because we want to make sure that we're part of the
and you're
solution, not part of the problem there. But
Big old group of men. Like that's way
totally,
different than two beautiful
Totally.
young women.
So it was
going.
just 2 girls then that were together. See, and that's scary.
It is.
You know,
scary.
And they're not ugly. They
Yeah.
attract attention.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
beautiful.
You know, and it's not even say it's just Mexico. Just any international travel.
Yeah.
You know, just two American women by themselves
Yeah.
could be a recipe.
Scary.
So we sprung into action.
We were
had
very grateful.
we had a plan, and fortunately, she was safe and sound and lovely and whole, and everything's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing on her Instagram story, she was like, "Guys, I'm back." She was like, "I will have a story time, but for right now, I'm just letting you know everything's good." So
That was wild.
yeah, story time. So
Yeah. So funny.
All right, Justin, since you made us tell this, what do you got? Are we cutting this out? Time to wrap it up?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so we've been having a little story time here on the Value Script. We'd love to hear some of yours. If you have an international travel story that would be of worth to listen to, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
We'd love to know. So respond to the comments. Maybe we'll hook up and even we could put you on an episode.
yeah,
of
never
the Value
know.
Script.
Maybe have you on the show.
All right, don't forget to do your part. Like, share, subscribe. Clickety click. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching the Value Script.